Forgiveness is the feeling of peace that emerges as you take your hurt less personally, take responsibility for how you feel, and become a hero instead of a victim in the story you tell. Dr. Fred Luskin. A key skill for creating positive relationships with your family is learning forgiveness. Often when we feel we have been wronged or treated unfairly by another person, we choose to hold on to that feeling and simmer in it. We even share it with other people so we can marinate in it together and be mutually offended by the action. Most likely, the offense was that the other person did not meet our expectations. They did not do what we thought they should do or hoped they would do. We believe they have purposely hurt us because they should know or they should have acted differently. They may feel they were in the right, not care that you are offended, or most likely be completely oblivious to how you feel. So we simmer in our disappointment and sometimes let it churn into anger and hate. We not only put unnecessary stress on the relationship, but we may even cut them out of our lives completely. The challenge is, these feelings are all within us. The other person is not feeling the same pain we are and may not be feeling any pain at all. The saying that we are taking poison and expecting the other person to die is applicable here. We are wallowing in our anger, hatred, and disappointment, and they are continuing to live their lives. They either don't know they hurt us or wish they hadn't hurt us, but there is nothing they can do to change our feelings. That responsibility is within us. By forgiving them, we can reclaim that relationship. By allowing them to be who they are, with all their faults and challenges, we allow ourselves to stop taking the poison and to once again enjoy and strengthen the relationship. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Stephen R. Covey. So how do we shed all that negative emotion and create a space of forgiveness? One solution to finding the ability to forgive is asking questions. We often create a running dialogue in our heads about what is going on, what happened, what the other person did, and why they did it. We make assumptions and jump to conclusions. And because of our strong emotions, we jump to the conclusion that we are right. Since we feel this anger or disappointment so strongly, we must know why they acted that way. Try to turn that internal discussion about the facts into a series of questions. They love me. Why would they act that way? Why would they make that statement? What is going on in their lives that would cause them to have that reaction? Once we start to ask questions and dig deeper into the real cause of the pain, we often find the answers are not as obvious or clear as we had originally assumed. Many times, the reactions are based on events and feelings that are completely separate from the interaction we are focused on. If we understand them, we can forgive them and move on. The relationship will stay stronger. Another solution is to become the observer and pretend you are giving advice to a friend in the same situation. What would you tell them to think about or to consider? You may become more motivated to forgive if you evaluate the relative value of the relationship against the value of getting to keep your negative emotions. What do you gain by staying angry or upset? What do you gain if you forgive and rebuild the relationship? Another powerful thought exercise is to ask yourself the miracle question. Imagine that a miracle happens while you are sleeping tonight, and everything that you are frustrated by in your relationship disappears. What would the repaired relationship look like after the miracle? How would it be different than it is today? How are you engaging in the relationship differently? In what ways would you benefit from that repaired relationship? Then, identify one step that you will take today to help to realize your idealized vision of the relationship. Practice forgiveness. Make it the solution that replaces your disappointment, anger, and hatred.